Hello everyone, it's Leona with Leona's Designs, and I'm back today with day 15 of the 100-Day Project. And today I'm making greeting cards. I signed up to make 10 greeting cards for Cards for Cubs. It's a ministry by bearlyart. They make the bearlyart glue, and they receive cards to send to children in foster care. So they're looking for birthday cards and encouragement cards, and I signed up to make 10 of those. They have a card drive every year where they try to raise 100,000 cards to send to children in foster care all over the world. And I signed up to do 10, and it's supposed to be done by March 31st. So I realized I better get my 10 done and get them mailed off. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. I'm doing this as a ministry of my umbrella ministry called Papers with a Purpose. When I started creating journals and prayer journals and things with paper, I wanted it to have a purpose, not to just create for my own enjoyment, but to share it with others and make a difference in people's lives. And so that's how my ministry called Papers with a Purpose was started, and I started making cards for different organizations like Cards for Cubs and Cards for Kids. The Cards for Kids is for children in the hospitals, and Cards for Compassion is for seniors in nursing home and care home. And so that's how I feel my papers have a purpose when they reach out and encourage people and help people in their daily life. So I'm even considering changing my YouTube channel to Papers with a Purpose. And all my videos might be under that channel name, just so you know. It might be called Papers with a Purpose instead of Leona's Designs, but it'll still be me, and I'll still be doing all kinds of paper created products, junk journals, prayer journals, cards, ephemera, whatever, and hopefully I'll be doing this 100-Day Project. But today I'm going to be doing cards, and since I like to repurpose things, I decided to use some of these Christmas cards that I had gotten at the Dollar Tree. They always at Christmas have packs of Christmas cards, and I bought a pack of 20 for $1.25, and they're 4x6, and they're just different Christmas cards. But I'm going to use those to cover the front and the inside and make them into encouragement cards for these children. And Cards for Cubs wants envelopes with their cards. They don't want you to put the card in the envelope, but they want you to send an envelope. And they have certain guidelines, and in my description box I will list the link to their website where you can find out information and guidelines if you want to get involved in making cards for Cubs. It's a very great, rewarding ministry. So what I'm planning to do for these front covers is I'm going to use some of my art on the covers, I hope, and some images that I've got from Pinterest. Different images I got off of Pinterest and Canva. These I've used in the past for cards. And then on the inside there's different affirmations that bearlyart sends you. You can download and print these out free to use in the cards. They're just encouragement affirmations. And then I also had a freebie from skiptomaloo.org that I printed out. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be cutting and pasting and hopefully get myself 10 cards ready to send out to Barely Arts Cards for Cubs by Monday. So I'm going to work on that, and I will be back to show you the results. Hello, I'm back, and I have 9 of them done, which I will show you in a minute. I'm working on the 10th one, so I thought I would come back and let you see me putting together this 10th one. What I did with it, as I told you before, I'm using some Christmas cards that I got in the dollar store. And they're just 4x6 Christmas cards. And what I would have been doing is I'm covering up the front of them with some paper, jelly plate paper, or some kind of scrap paper, or just the image that I've created, and then I'm gluing, in this case, another image on. This image I got off of Pixabay, and then I have some affirmations that I created or I got from bearlyart to glue on. And so it's pretty easy. And inside I took white out and whited out the message. You wouldn't have to do that if you were covering it up, but I do it anyway just to make sure. And since I have time, I don't need to mail these out till Monday, I'll probably put a pocket in some of them with another little inspirational card or coloring page, something. But that's what I've been doing, and it's just taken me a few hours to do these 10. It's been very fun, very rewarding, and it's giving my papers a purpose. Let me see, where did I put him? I think I put him down here in my plan because I want this speech bubble up here. Yes. And then just gluing on the speech bubble. And that will be the cover for this one. I think that lion is so cool. And then on the inside, I'm just putting these big affirmations that Barely Art supplies for free. And just gluing them in. And that's it. I don't believe they want you to write anything in here, and I don't believe they want you to put your name or anything on the back. They just like them blank so that the caregivers or whatever facility they're in can write something inside the cards. So that's this one, and then this little dog and the affirmations I created in Canva and printed out and glued on the front of this. This is some washi tape I put on the spine. And then this affirmation is another one that bearlyart provides that you can download free. I'm going to have to put these under something heavy to flatten them out. This one I created in Canva. The hot air balloons. Reach for the stars. Dream big. You can do it. And inside another bearlyart affirmation. I believe in you. Oops. This one I drew a long time ago. It's a little mouse giving an elephant a flower. And the elephant has hearts coming out of his trunk, and it says, "You matter every day." And inside is another bearlyart affirmation. Just a note to brighten your day. This one I found on Pixabay, this image. I thought this cat was pretty whimsical. And he says, "Just be you. You are awesome." This is another bearlyart affirmation. I added some hearts. And I printed this whole image out and glued it on the front. This is one of my birds I drew a couple of years ago. An ostrich. I added a little crown to her head. And I printed this out and glued it on the front. And it says, "You can do it." She is one of my printables in my Etsy shop. I believe she's a fussy cut. And then inside it says, "Believe in how strong you are." It's another bearlyart affirmation. This image I found on Pixabay, I believe. It's a little whimsical mouse. Looks like she's a little artist mouse. And she's off on an adventure. Thought she was so cute. And I glued that whole image down. And in this affirmation, "You are amazing." I believe I got free printable from skiptomyloo.org. She gives out free printables. skiptomyloo.org. And glued that on there. And then this is another bearlyart. "You make the world a better place." Wouldn't that be a nice encouraging card to get? And then I liked that image so much I made two of them. And this one says, "You are capable of amazing things." And the inside is a bearlyart. "You can do it." I think that would be very motivational to someone. These are two unicorns. I believe I got these unicorns on Pixabay. Both of them. This blue one I fussy cut and added and glued it on to a blue background. And I put a bunch of glitter glue on there. And the affirmation says, "You make the world special by just being in it." And inside, "Thanks for being amazing." Bearlyart right there. This little affirmation was from skiptomyloo.org. And this image I found on Pixabay. Another unicorn image from Pixabay. This affirmation from skiptomyloo. "You are a whole lot of lovely." The background is one from my jelly plate. inside. You are amazing. You are awesome. From bearlyart. So that's my 10 cards. I'm thankful to be able to have created them and get them done in this mass make today. And I will be mailing them out Monday, and they will be going to children in foster care. So if you want to become a part of this Cards for Cubs and make cards for them, I will link their website below in the description box, and you can find out all the information of how you can do that. Thanks for watching. I appreciate every one of you, and thanks for all my new subscribers. I appreciate your subscribing, your likes, your comments, and if you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so.